Hi everyone, I have a wonderful surprise for you today. I am going to introduce you another medical solution that will change your lives. I always try products and technology myself before, then I am sure it's working. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm introducing to you today Miss Berit Børte. Berit, how are you?
Hello, Elena. I'm good. I'm fantastic today.
So, Berit, where do you live and what are you doing?
I'm living in Norway, and we have snowy weather today here. So the winter hasn't gone yet. So, and I'm working with a company called Touchstone Essentials, which has a very great product for taking out heavy metals and toxins in a very safe and easy and very efficient way.
So Berit, you contacted me because you started talking to me about zeolite crystals. And I have been taking zeolite crystals, the powder crystals, orally with water for now 2 years. And I've seen changes in my gut, but I was a bit disappointed because I was expecting that it would improve my psychic abilities in my pineal gland. And it has a little bit, but not really. And I was okay, well, at least it flushes. But then you told me about the products you're selling, and wow, I wanted to try them because there was a difference and I could really feel the difference. So could you please explain to my audience what is the difference between the products you are selling and normal powder zeolite, please?
Yes, so here is the product from Touchstone. This is very liquid. It goes everywhere. We have water in our body. That's for both of them. But this is a particle size, which is very good for staying in the gut and removing toxins from the gut. So if you have a powder, it will be like the particle size is a little bit too big to really get super efficient. And the other part, it's not cleansed, because when zeolite is made by Mother Earth, it's so efficient to take or grab the toxins. So it's already a lot of toxins in the zeolite when it's in the earth. And also when you're taking it out with machines and that sort of thing, it's also grabbing the toxins from the environment. So these two are cleansed, and that makes a really big difference. And also the particle size is very efficient for taking out toxins from the whole body. this is nano-sized. It's not a nanotechnology. It's only the sizing which is nano sizing, and it's super small, so it goes everywhere. We have water in our body and can cleanse out toxins on the cellular level. So that's amazing, and that's, yeah, and it goes everywhere we have water, which is everywhere. So that's the good part of it.
I was very impressed because I started it. I have them, and so this 4 times a day, no, twice a day for sprays in the mouth, and this is also twice a day drops under your tongue. And after the second day, the few brain fog I had just lifted, and I felt clearer and more aware of my surrounding, more aware of my environment. I had sharper awareness about the energies and the frequencies around me. So when, that's interesting. I took these 2 for now a week, and something unexpected and positive happened in me is that with my gut, of course, it was flushing heavy metals and unwanted things, but my diet is changing. This is weird. This is great. You know, for instance, anything that is fried, I could eat fried vegetables or fried chips or fried food before. It was okay. It was tasty. But now my body starts to not want it anymore. It's like the heavy stuff that the fried food carries. This thing is saying, no, go away. Don't take that. I don't want it inside of you. And I feel better. Well, that's my my feedback, and so it's interesting.
And you have only used for some few days.
Yes, barely a week.
Not a week even. So that's really cool. Yeah.
And also, so the fact that it is nano size, it reaches out to the pineal gland because it's linked with fluids. It goes in everywhere there are fluids, and it goes to the pineal gland. It actually reaches it, which the powder doesn't really. And it reaches it because of the size. It goes in the fluid, and it reaches. And I felt it after a few days. I really felt it. Yeah. So you have a little presentation, or
yes, we can go through the presentation, what zeolite is and what it does and how it works and so on. So yes,
fantastic.
Do that. So yes, so zeolite is Mother Earth's wonder mineral, and it's made when lava meets water. So it's 100% Mother Earth's mineral, this, and it's fantastic because it has this strong capacity to take out toxins in our body, and it's not taking out anything we need to have in our body, which is fantastic. It's negatively charged, so it will take out all the toxins and heavy metals and radioactive material as well, which are positively charged, like mercury, glyphosate, graphene, cadmium, aluminium, and all kinds of things. Yeah, so this is fantastic. It comes in a rock. It's a rock, and then it's made to powder. And Touchstone is also going further and put it into smaller sizing, so it can actually reach the body in all levels and take out these toxins. So we have all kinds of toxins in our body, and we have arsenic, which is found in water, in food, in rice, for instance. We have arsenic. So it's most of the rice, or absolutely all the rice actually, but the basmati rice, which are organic, you will have lesser arsenic. And then you have mercury. And I was listening to a webinar with Dr. Klinghardt recently, and he said mercury is 10 times more toxic than lead. So it's so bad that we have put this in our mouth, of course, because then it goes everywhere. And the type of mercury we have in the mouth is the worst of them all. It's different types of mercury. He said that the mercury we had in fish is not that bad. That's a type of fluid mercury, but the type we had have in our fillings is the metal one, which is super bad. So it's so needed to take it out. And then we have aluminium, which can come from the air, and food, and water, and many of those are affecting our brain and the bones and kidneys. All our body is affected by this. Cadmium we can have in the gasoline, or what do you call it, the things from the car. when you are driving in queuing, then you can be exposed also for this cadmium. So it's and you can have it in cigarettes and food, even that. And lead, of course, you can have in old painting. And so all of these are super toxic. And I think it was in 2012 they found out we are exposed to 80,000 different toxins and heavy metals and radioactive materials. So now some people have made a new one, and they have found we are exposed to 150,000 different toxins today. So it's not going down, it's even rising up. We are exposed to more toxins today than we have ever been. And it's and I will also add to this chart that BPA in plastic is also taken out by the zeolite, and also the PFAS, which are called forever chemical material, which is very linked to cancer and this kind of things, is also taken out by the zeolite. And then we also have the graphene, for people who knows what that is.
It takes that away as well.
Yes, it's PubMed studies done on that. So yes.
People listen, rewind that, what she just said. Okay.
Yes.
That's important.
Yes, and then we have, and like we said before, the zeolite goes it's inside a water molecule, so it goes everywhere we have water in our body, which are everywhere. So that is super fantastic. And of course, when you are spraying it or taking it in the mouth, like we normally do, you can't decide where exactly in the body it goes, but it will grab the toxins, and it will, like being an internal shower, and on the way out, which will take 4 to 6 hours, it will grab the toxins, hold on to them, and take them out of the body in a safe way, which are very important. Many other types of detox methods, they can release the toxins, but they are not taking it out. So you need to know what you are combining it with, so you really get it out, and not like just release it and then it will come into another place in the body. which can be more harmful as well.
Yeah.
I will also add that when I'm a biodynamic craniosacral therapist myself, and with all kinds of course, we know that to get a better circulation in the body is very, very important, but that will also make a movement can be of the toxins. So when you are doing different types of therapies or healthcare type of things to get the circulation better, a lot of frequency type of methods are out there, and they will release also the toxins, and then they will move maybe to another place. And that's why also to add the zeolite is super important when you're doing all kinds of body work, I would say. Wow. But for everyone, it's super important to use and take zeolite. Everyone are exposed to toxins, so it's good for everyone. So, and then I also said that we have the green one, which is the one who goes into the gut and stomach and clean up all the toxins there. And I had a really strong experience myself, like you, Elena. It was smelling horrible, and it was smelling like metals for several months for me. So, and I had also tried different types of zeolite before, and that didn't happen for me before. So this zeolite is very, very different from the rest of the zeolites I have tried before as well.
Yeah, because of the size, it's getting where it needs to go.
Exactly. And this goes every other places and can grab the toxins, and yeah. And also when you have this very small sizing, then also the surface of the zeolite is very big compared to a little bigger sizing. So yeah, it's very, very efficient. For me, this one was a little bit more subtle. So it wasn't, it went a little bit by little, but then I stopped using it for 3 months, and then I started using it again. And the second day, all my brain fog went away again. And then because the clogging and the toxins are coming gradually every day, and it's difficult to notice from one day to another. So from that, when I had that experience, like the second day, I need to use this every day. So after that, I have been using it every day. And of course, also in my work, I need to be on top of my health and clarity. So yeah, it's super important.
It's interesting what you said, because it happened on the second day for me as well, the brain fog thing. That's interesting.
Yes. So yeah, that's very interesting. I don't know why, but yeah, that's super interesting. And here you can see also, this is the Pure Body Extra, the blue one. And this here you can see that the zeolite is the gray one, on the picture, and the heavy metals and toxins are the more black one. So you can see how the zeolite is covering the toxins, and this is also the reason why you will not have any detox symptoms. You will not have any problems with taking it or removing the toxins from the body, because the toxins on the way out will not be exposed for the blood or the organs. So it will not put any burden on your organs either. And that's super fantastic, because then everyone can use it, even people who might be older or have some problems with their liver or kidneys, or so this is not putting any burden on the organs, and that's amazing. Of course, when you're doing chemotherapy, you don't, you are not going to use this one because it will take out the heavy metals.
What would you recommend for people who take monoatomic gold or colloidal silver times 2 times? Does it flushes it as well? Do you need to stop taking zeolite while you do that, or?
If it's negatively charged, the gold and the silver, then it's not a problem at all, because then it's the same charge like this one. This is the negatively charged.
Okay. So
yeah. So most of the very, very bad thing is positively charged. So that's why it's very good to have this one.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, and then we have a picture of or it's a microscopy of the blood before and 3 weeks after using this.
Wow. 3 weeks, okay.
Yeah. Wow. And the blood should be vibrant, like the picture on the right side here. And the blood is our life force. So we need to have a healthy blood if we are going to thrive in this world. Yes. So, and then I'm also using the zeolite on my cat, kitty cat. So she loves it, and I'm teached her that I'm giving her the spray right in her mouth, and she says, yes, I'm I love it. So we have a cat here. I live in an eco village, and we have a cat here which you could really see the difference in when after she was using this. Her gray hair went away. So
wow.
But this is a young one. This is mine. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's interesting, because sometimes we give to our cats industrial cat food, which is loaded with heavy metals and mercury. Yeah. So yeah, that's good to know.
Yes, and they are so small, so they are, of course, we have heavy metals and toxins in our clothes, and they are so small, so they are sniffing in all kinds of things, so it's good for them as well. Yeah.
Yes.
And then we have a great offer for your audience today. So we have a $50 off, or which will be 82% discount on this blue one. This one, which is going everywhere in the body. So
this is very generous of you. And well, we can talk about a decision we took together, because I didn't want any percentage on this. I was clear with you from the start.
Yeah.
And I decided to wait a minute. I changed the view here. Okay, I decide to give the percentage to a charity. That you suggested that to me. You said, but you could do that. And I went, wow, what a great idea. And I straightly thought about the Gift in Me, the charity for the children in Uganda. So the percentage, there will be a percentage on the sales if you click on this link that is below in the description of the video. There will be a percentage that will go to this charity, to the children in Uganda. So what is the percentage that you
it's 25%.
It's a lot.
Yes, it's 25% for the first 3 months. Everyone who signed up through your link will have all the 25% from all coming in will come to you, or you can take it further on to the charity in Uganda.
Yes. I'll try. I'm going to organize a transfer every week or every month to the children in Uganda, to Mr. Ivan, the school teacher, and that will be very helpful. That's amazing when we can help each other. I'm very happy with that. So I really think that is very, very important product, because all the things we ingest, that takes it out. The bad things. You said the positively charged, everything that's positively charged and metallic, it flushes it out. And also the product you name starts by G, that was put into the, it takes it out. It takes it out, people. Okay. So, well, I'm very impressed, and I tried it on myself, and it really works. So, how did the idea start to producing this nano size zeolite products?
Yeah, it started with it's a family-owned company who is making this, and the founder and CEO is Eddie Stone, and his mother, she had went to be ill because she had the breast implant which was leaking toxins. So she was very, very bad. And they went to a doctor who did removing the toxins, but it was a very, very aggressive way to do it. So it could also have been harmful for her to do that. But for her, it went good. She is healthy, and everything is fine with her today. But then he was thinking, because Eddie Stone has been into the supplement business for 35 years plus, and he knows very well what's going on there because of what he has seen during all these years. So he wanted to build a company by himself, which should be a touchstone. That's why the name Touchstone, that he wanted to be like, this is the new new way to help people with good products, no artificial type of things added, clean, organic, and GMO free, and all these good things we know. And also much of the supplements are chemicals, so they are putting all kinds of chemicals into the tablets or the supplements. This is totally free of this. So this is food, more or less. This is not food though, because the body doesn't need the nutrition of the zeolite, but this is acting like the remover of the toxins. So that's why it's very, very good in that way. But the other products is very, very clean, natural, so the body knows, but the body knows the food from before, and that's why it can also easily take it up through the body. So yes, and because his mother was going through this very, very aggressive thing, he was thinking, could it be something else which was a little bit softer for the body and more easy also? And then he came over, or was introduced to the zeolite. Zeolite has been used for thousands of years also for removing toxins from the drinking water. So it's not a new substance. The culture has known this before, but how he was doing it so it can also reach all parts of the body, that is new. So he was the first one who actually did this sizing into nano sizing. And it's very, very important when taking zeolite that you are taking the natural zeolite, because it's a lot of synthetic type of zeolites out there also. And they, I wouldn't have done and using that, because it's not good and it's not safe either. So yeah, and then you have the powder, which is a little bit too big in the sizing, and it's also not cleansed, so that's why it's not so efficient either. So yeah.
Yes, so that's very important. Also, the to know that there are synthetic zeolites, and the crystals in anything crystalline in nature, well, like everything, when it's natural, it grows with the electromagnetic field of the planet, which the synthetic created materials do not. They grow in a lab. They do not grow in a natural environment with the water, the air, the prana, the frill, the energy. And so that's why natural crystals, it's very important, as you mentioned, very, very important to know it's natural.
Yes.
Yeah. That's great.
Yes, Mother Earth is providing us. And I think it's a little bit more than 1 year ago, maybe, I also was listening to Alex Collier, that he also mentioned the zeolite, that because also they're using zeolite also in the environment. They have been using it in Chernobyl, and also in Fukushima, also to clear out the radioactive materials there. And Alex Collier, he said that the zeolite is a wonder mineral, which Mother Earth is providing us with to clear, which is the one which will be the most important substance to clear out all the toxins on Earth.
So, everything in nature. We have these bodies we occupy, have everything in nature to use for healing. It's great.
Yes. And I know you are so much into sovereignty and to really like getting people into their power again, and I'm the same. I would love everyone to see how powerful they are and what we can accomplish with when we are not having all this burden of the toxins, because they are blocking the internal communication and connection in our body. So the body is not working with all these toxins. And of course, you can have all kinds of illnesses because of this. And so it's super important to take them out. And of course, it's also blocking for the connection between the physical body and the energy body. So, yeah.
Yes. We have been poisoned from everywhere, any directions, and anything, to stop us activating, being really who we are. And the pineal gland is a vortex that has so many powers, but by calcifying it, they just block us. I'm living in Ireland, and in Ireland, it's the last country in Europe where fluoride is put in the water, like by containers. They pour this powder in the water supply, and they arrive by trucks from China, because in Europe, it's forbidden to use fluoride. It's considered as toxic, but Ireland has a deal with China to bring these containers of fluoride to put in the water. So we do not drink tap water. We either filter it, we either there's a lot of springs in Ireland. We manage how we can, but it's difficult. It's a fight, every day's fight. So, zeolite is a great help.
Yes.
Great help.
Yes. So true.
Yeah. Yes. So, I'm very, very grateful that you reached out to me. and that I can help you spread the awareness of these products. And I love it that it's a family-owned business. It's not a big company, you know. And I think you're a lovely person. You live in an eco village. You're craniosacral therapist, and you do other things maybe as well. So I'm so glad, and we are going to send a percentage of the sales to these kids in Uganda. I feel very blessed that people like this person, this family, just came out with these products, and we are helping each other, and we will win this.
Yes, so true. Yeah, if I didn't know about these really good products, I might have been very depressed or see this, but when we have these solutions, I'm not depressed anymore, because it's possibilities for us, and that's the great part of it. And it's a lot of great people out there helping humanity at this time, this very, very crucial time. So it's a very interesting time to be alive and to be here. And I think it can be challenging, but we will make it in a very, very good way.
Yes, we will. And helping each other, that's what brings us into the future. Together, helping each other. Yeah. So. Well, Berit.
I can also maybe add that parasites, they are living on heavy metals and toxins. And I had a very strong experience myself, which I can share, that I felt something in my body was not me. I felt it was some thoughts and feelings. This seems not to be me. And then I was really, and then I was clear about this retrovirus, they are calling it. I'm not sure if it's a virus, because they haven't isolated any virus at all. So, but well, we call it that because that was how it was presented. But I felt it was more like a parasitic type of and synthetic type of parasite. And when you are dealing with parasites or other things, it's super important to remove the toxins first, because then you are weakening them, and because they are very, very strong. And when you are weakening them by taking out the food they are eating, then it's easier to take them out. So I was doing that for quite a long time. And then I was taking the powder, and I was asking my body, how much should I take? Should I take it 1 or twice a day? It was recommended to take it twice a day. And of course, that was the right way to do it. But I took it once a day, and I had a very, very strong experience how they were, what they were doing in my body. And they went totally mad when I started taking this powder, which was a herb powder with, I think it was 50% of it was skullcap, Chinese skullcap. And it's also bitter melon, which is also very good for taking out these kind of things. It's Dr. Klingart's retrovirus powder I was using. And then they went totally mad, and I was paralyzed more or less for 2 weeks, and laying on my in bed. And one day it was this part of my back, which they were in the nerves, and they were really, it was so painful. And they were, and I felt really they were blocking the communication and the connection between different parts of my body. And they were really aggressive in my nerves. And then after a while, of course, I took it twice a day, and then it went to be, my body came in position to be more in control of this. So then it went easier to take them out. And after this experience, I have never felt I had someone else's type of thoughts in my head or feelings. So that has gone totally after just 1 month using this herb after taking the zeolite first. But of course, I was using the zeolite also during the whole month. I was taking this powder.
So
and,
the blue bottle that you showed, yes, that's very important. So that's the thing that took it out.
Well, both of them. So both
Okay.
of them. So this is working in the gut, and this is working in the rest of the body. So both of these them are super important.
Yes, that's very, very interesting that you mentioned that you felt that it was alive and it had a consciousness of its own within your body, because I had it as well last year. And the beings who protect me wanted me to experience it, to know what it is and to be able to speak about it. And I found it very interesting. I was very bad for 2 weeks, but what I found interesting is that it felt synthetic. It felt synthetic. It wasn't something natural and biologic. It was synthetic. But synthetic in a way, technology. Technology type synthetic, and it was self-aware. So that freaks out someone like us who can sense these things. But I could really sense that it had consciousness, a self-awareness of their own, not consciousness, but self-awareness, like a bit AI thing, and very close to black goo in a way.
Yeah.
And maybe it's
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
could be. And now it really fits what you said. So I was taking zeolite powder at the time, so I flushed a lot with that, and I use a lot high frequency. I used a Rife spooky 2 frequency machine that helped as well. But I would have loved to have that. And it's interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting, because that flushes the G metallic substance.
Yes. And also the graphene is like it's the one distributor of the other substance in this thing. So it's when you're taking out the infrastructure or the transporter system for the rest of it, then you are taking also out the other substances.
Yes.
So
wow,
it's important to clear this out. That's for sure.
Yes. And this is really crucial information, Yeah. Because I think that can be coupled with using a frequency frequency Rife that I used. I'd like to think we can have a great effect if we use that, or just sound healing or energy, or that's I felt it myself. I mean, in the gut and in the head. That's why I recommend it.
Yeah, you felt it immediately.
The
also,
second day.
Yeah, exactly. So
and I'm gonna continue taking it, because as long as I'm living on this planet that is still toxic, when the toxicity goes and the dark ones are stopping poisoning the population, maybe I'll diminish it, and once all the body comes back to perfect cleanness. But for the moment, oh my God, I'm going to use that continuously. Yeah. And so I feel very grateful for this family, this guy who had this idea of the zeolite, as you say, was known since a long time in history, but do it at nanoparticle size.
Yeah.
Nano size. That goes on the right battlefield.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Yes. We have the solutions.
Yes. So, Berit, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I advise everyone to check the description of this video, find the links, and there's a specific link that with discount, and if you buy with this link with the discount, a percentage will be given, 25% will be given to the charity in Uganda. So great. Great stuff.
So happy for this.
Listen, Berit, I hope to have you again on my channel, and I thank you very much. And what would I always ask my guest? What would be your last words as an advice to humans of Earth now?
Well, what's my passion for being here at this time is to see that everyone is super powerful, and we have all the resources we need to be in our power. And so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I see very positive future for us, and we will change this to a great planet like it has been before. And I'm so grateful to meet you, Elena, which was a really heartfelt connection. And and all the other people out there also who are doing all they can, and for bringing everyone to another state of being. And so I'm looking forward to we are changing this to super sparkling. I have seen the energy in Earth, and it's sparkling, vibrant, and we are going there.
Thank you, Berit. Thank you for these beautiful words of hope and of truth. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.